It's the Western Conference Finals, Game 3. The Timberwolves have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Portland Trailblazers? The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
The Western Conference Finals is shaping up to be just the kind of battle we've expected. The series is all even at 1, and Game 3 could be the tipping point. We'll bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Looking at the starting 5 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And for Portland, inside we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Drew Holiday out there with Thibault, and it's Avdia in at the small forward position. You look at the Trailblazers, they find themselves with home court advantage. You think that's something they can hold on to?
You know, I don't know, B.A. I mean, judging from the first couple games, this feels like a long series to me. These teams are pretty evenly matched.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Edwards. Hey, thanks in the layup.
Really like what Edwards did there. Assertive in the two-man game.
DiVincenzo against Holiday. Thibault on the wing. Back to Holiday. 5 to shoot. Here's Avdia. Here's Thibault. Off the mark there with a 3.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by McDaniels.
With his size, Gobert can make this look really easy. It's almost unfair.
A little mid-range shot is up. Reid with the rebound.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Pass to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta. Edwards got 5 points.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Now Klingon. On the wing, Holiday. They need this. No luck on that one.
Limited success for them early on here, but don't expect that to continue.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Kamara. Down low. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. First team
Portland
foul.
shooting their first free throw of the evening.
At the line for your Trailblazers. Klingon. Shooting.
Yeah, known for his size and defense, Klingon has the potential to be a very effective two-way player in this league.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the head coach of the Trailblazers gave me a few moments to catch up with him. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense. And he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back over to you, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Gobert inside. Started by Klingon. Gobert, no good. Portland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Portland moving it around. Outside Holiday. From the top of the key, he buries it.
There you see the creativity. Holiday is so good at reading pick and rolls and breaking defenses down. It's hard to corral him when he's got the ball in those situations.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And that one drops for him.
I like to see when guards come inside. DiVincenzo trying to send a message with that hoop.
Holiday passes to Thibault. Back to Holiday. Pass to Kamara. Shot clock at 5. The three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Reed sets a screen. Edwards for 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
A superstar-level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Knocked away. Reed with it. Thibault picks him up. Edwards against Avdia. And he can't jam it through. Inside. Here's Klingon. Misses the baby hook. Minnesota leading by 3. Avdia with a steal. Outside Kamara. Pass to Avdia. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And this is who's leading the charge when it comes to rebounding here in the postseason. Second is Rudy Gobert.
His awareness around the rim has really been impressive lately. It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Grant's checked in. Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside Reed. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Grant.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Off the outside. Launches a 3. Drains the triple. Avdia's got 6 points.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. DiVincenzo against Holiday. Left side McDaniels. Now the Blazers moving it up. And Gobert with a block.
Gobert denying that chance at the rim. The stifle power doing his thing.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Now here's Avdia. He's got 6. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Holiday against DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards outside. Portland with a rebound. And here's Holiday. There's a screen. Here's Grant. And that misses. That would have put him up. Minnesota's shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. DiVincenzo against Holiday. Reed passes to DiVincenzo. Knocks it down from distance. DiVincenzo's got his second basket on the night.
Just cannot allow DiVincenzo to shoot it from there.
Outside Holiday. Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's McDaniels. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
McDaniels with the big answer.
Blazers trail by 3. Off the outside. Holiday, a screen on McDaniels. Avdia from outside. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Pass to Gobert. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got 4 rebounds now. Holiday taking his time here. Holiday, a screen on Reed. And here's Grant from the arc. No good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Now here's Edwards. Guarded by Klingen.
Oh, what you say?
Oh, my goodness.
Come on now. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Now a timeout called by Portland. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Kamara. And then for Minnesota, Randall, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Highland in for DiVincenzo. On the wing, Grant, checked by Randall. Avdia against McDaniels. Back to Avdia, pass to Henderson, just 5 to shoot. Portland moving it around. The 3 is up. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now. Here's Reed. Good on the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Goes up from the top of the key, and Minnesota again with a bucket.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. 6-point game. Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Sumu, he's checked in for Edwards. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They lead by 4. Highland, the pass to Sumu. Outside Reed, and here's Highland. 3-pointer. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Now here's Avdia. Give him 8 points now. 3-pointer. Holiday. That shot off.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
For 3, Randall. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
No hesitation from Grant. He's not bashful shooting off the catch when given a chance.
Highland, the pass to Sumu. Reed, a screen on Henderson. Outside Reed, takes a 3. Count it from distance. Reed's got 5 now.
They are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Here's Randall. Shakes him. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randall throwing it down.
Blazers trail by 9. 43 seconds left now in the first quarter. Henderson misses.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Randall inside. Defended by Henderson. Randall can't hit. And here are the Trailblazers now. Back to Avdia. Pass to Klingon. That one goes in. He's got 5.
And, you know, this is Drew Holiday's role. He's out there to run the offense and get his guys going.
Now here's Reed. The 3-ball. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. This stadium is rocking right now as we return to the Western Conference Finals. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
And I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. Sumu is out there with Bones Highland. And it's Reed in at the 5.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Henderson against Highland. Randall on the screen. Fires it. Highland misses.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
Randall outside. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul. Highland, the pass to Randall. 5 on the clock. Pass to Highland.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hands.
Here's Williams. Outside for Grant. Launches a three. Gets the three to fall. Grant's got 7 now in this quarter.
I like the fact that Grant has steadily, throughout his career, worked on expanding his offensive game. It's really difficult for defenses to match up with his activity.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Anderson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's Highland. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Jeremy Grant. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night now. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Henderson outside. The teardrop. And he buries his first look.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. Up top, Reed. Pass to Highland. Shot clock at 6. Back to Reed. It's stolen by Henderson. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Yeah, it's been a huge night for Grant, the former second-round pick. He's a guy who's had to fight for his spot in the NBA, and he's deserved what he's earned.
Now here's Anderson. No points so far. Oh, Williams with the block. Here's Grant. Henderson finds Williams. Henderson scanning the floor. The three is up. He buries it from 3. And now a 4-point Portland lead.
Boy, I like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Henderson against Highland to end the drought. Oh, Williams with the block. Krejci, the pass to Henderson. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds in the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Highland. Reed to screen on Williams. Highland with it. Henderson picks him up. And down it goes. 2 points. Highland's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Timeout called. The Blazers. He's checked in for Grant. Avdia comes in for Krejci. And it's Thibault in for Sissoko. And then for Minnesota, Gobert comes in for Reed. And it's Edwards in for Anderson. Now here's Kamara. Still no points. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Klingin, he's checked in for Portland. Here's Henderson. 6 points for him. Clingan with the ball, and it's Gobert picking him up. Here's Henderson. No good, off the front rim.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
McDaniels from long range knocks down the long J. McDaniels got his third bucket of the night.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Here's Henderson. Avdia from outside. Kept alive. Outside Kamara. Jacks up a three. Drills it from deep. Kamara's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Yeah, Clingan is a smart player with underrated passing skills. Not just a big body out there.
Edwards against Thibault. Inside. Edwards lays it in.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Clingan. Portland moving it around. Henderson against Highland. Henderson drives in. Yep, that one goes. Henderson's got 8 points.
Attacking the hoop. That is Scoot Henderson's bread and butter. Unstoppable when he's going downhill.
Thibault against Edwards. It's stolen by Thibault. Pass to Avdia. Outside Kamara. Out to the wing. Here's Avdia. 6 to shoot. To the inside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Henderson. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's DiVincenzo. 5 points in the game.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Edwards finds McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Here's DiVincenzo. Picked by Gobert. And that's a foul. Called on Donovan Clingan. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Now here's Dosunmu. Yet to see a basket. McDaniels with it. Lets it go. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Trailblazers lead by 5. Avdia with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Outside Kamara. Pass to Holiday. Got it. That bucket makes him just 3 for 10.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game, and the basket by Holiday.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. DiVincenzo's got 7.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
DiVincenzo with a steal. Dosunmu on the wing. Kamara covering. Back to Dosunmu. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards for 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Clingan's got 7 rebounds in the game.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Timeout called, Portland.
Trailblazers timeout. Your Blazers Brendan Andrew is here to hype you up. Good luck, man.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Randall comes in for McDaniels. And Anderson subbed in for DeSumo. Outside Thibault. Back to Holiday. Avdia outside. Clinging with a screen. Avdia against Edwards. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Now here's Anderson. No made baskets yet. Pass to Edwards. Reed sets a screen. From the wing. Edwards, no good. Trailblazers lead by 3. And here's Thibault. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And he's good on the second. Timberwolves trail by 4. Right side Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Shoots a fadeaway. Portland with a rebound. Avdia's got 4 rebounds now. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist by Avdia. And that's 11 points for Drew Holiday. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
Making a change here. Asumu's checked in. The top scorers in the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. Anthony Edwards on top. Timberwolves trail by 6. Up top Randall. Kamara covering. Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. Randall on the screen. And he dunks it down.
I don't think the defense was ready for DiVincenzo to get assertive like that. Dunking right on top of him there. Oops, upside your head.
Trailblazers lead by 4. Outside Holiday. Six on the shot clock. Outside Kamara. Pass to Avdia. Randall with a steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Portland grabs the miss. Now Avdia. Give him 8 points now. They set a pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot here. Kamara. Off target with the 3. Timberwolves trail by 4. Randall, a screen on Avdia. Here's DeSumo. There's the drive.
Yeah, he just couldn't get out of his own way there. I like the aggressiveness, but that's a second foul.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Portland foul. Cleveland. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Holiday passes to Thibault. Now here's Klingon. The three. And it's Thibault missing. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. It's been all about Jeremy Grant for Portland. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Greetings, one and all.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals, how they reflect.
Checking out the circumstances for the... That's it for us. Thanks for tuning.
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. One of the stories here, Jeremy Grant. Man, is he getting it done today.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Drew Holiday out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Avdia in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. Here's Edwards. And it's all tied up. Edwards has got 15 points.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Avdia, good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Dosunmu pass to Gobert. Portland with a rebound. Avdia outside. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. Here's Dosunmu. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Avdia. Here's McDaniels. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Back to Holiday. Edwards against Avdia. And he drives in. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Edwards. McDaniels against Thybulle. For the lead, Thybulle with a steal. All alone. Portland, no good that time either. Minnesota's gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Holiday against Edwards. Pass to Reed. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels a screen. Lets it go from 14. Reed can't hit. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here's Kamara. It's blocked by Gobert.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Portland making a switch here. Grant's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. To the middle. Pass to Thybulle. Klingon with a screen. 3-pointer. Holiday. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gobert with a screen on Thybulle. Dosunmu, the pass to Reed. Back to Dosunmu. Reed, a screen on Thibault, and the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
For Portland, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And here's Grant from the arc. McDaniels with the rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Portland trailing here. Timeout called. Portland. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
Randall, he's checked in for Reed. Here's Thibault. That shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Randall. Hey, great D that time from Graham. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. To win the cold spell. And it's Thibault missing. Minnesota in the lead. DeSumo with it, and there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And with plenty of time left, that's his 4th foul. He needs to stay cognizant of that moving forward.
Portland making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. 6 to shoot. Edwards, the pass to Randall. Over Grant. Randall can't hit. We've got a close game here in Portland. Drive by Grant, and score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
And the commitment from Grant on the drive to the rim, I mean, he's absolutely ferocious, relentless in how he attacks the rim.
Edwards against Holiday. Edwards on the move, and Edwards slams it in.
And 1 move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now for an update on Toumani Kamara's injury. We'll go to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Trailblazers. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. And from the sound of it, nothing to play with, but guys, nevertheless, seems like he's planning to give it a go. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
You know, for better or worse, life brings these kinds of challenges, and they aren't pleasant. We know he's up to it, though. He'll respond and move forward in a positive way.
Randall, a screen on Henderson, and they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Kamara, he's checked in for Portland.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Here's Randall. He'll bring it up to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Gobert. Sumu outside. Here's McDaniels. Now Edwards. There's the triple. They get it back. Sumu outside. Holiday against Edwards. Another shot. With the clock winding down. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Kamara. Pass to Graham for the lead. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 21 points in the game.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Outside Holiday. Grant outside. Outside Kamara. Now here's Holiday. Tight defense on him. And the layup is good off the glass. Holiday's got 15.
So many different ways that Holiday can beat you because he's got great length and size for a guard, and that allows him not to be afraid to mix it up inside.
Here's Sumu. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Sumu's got 4 points in the quarter.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Grant outside. Fires the 3. Randall with some nice D.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Sumu with it. Avdia picks him up. Sumu pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Over Holiday. Edwards can't hit. And here's Grant from the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels got 8 rebounds in the game. Can he keep it going? Portland with a rebound. Now here's Avdia. He's got 10. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Blazers, Williams is checked in for Klingon. Ricci comes in for Kamara. And it's Henderson in for Avdia. And here's Holiday. 15 points in the game. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
He managed to knock down 1 triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
From 15 feet away, Gobert. Oh, the tower with the power move.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
Blazers trail by 6. Here's Krejci. No points yet. And here's Grant from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Outside McDaniels. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
They're really working the paint now.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Here's Krejci. Checked by Randall. Williams a screen on McDaniels. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Oh! Edwards finishes the break.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Grant outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Denny Avdia's checked in for Drew Holiday. And then for Minnesota, Anderson's checked in for McDaniels. DiVincenzo comes in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Highland in for DeSumo. Gobert with the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Blazers trail by 12. Pass to Krejci. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Henderson for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Rudy, a monster inside.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now Avdia. Henderson for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's Minnesota. They lead by 14. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Bones Highland. And it's Anderson in at the 3. Small forward. Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Avdia outside. Williams a screen on DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Avdia. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Pass to Highland. Randall left side. Picked by Gobert. The fadeaway. Another one falls for Minnesota.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Grant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And that's now 20 points for Jeremy Grant.
The inside defense gets right up on Grant, but he stays cool and finds a way through to his finish.
Randall on the screen. DiVincenzo driving. Anderson for 3. Portland with a rebound. And it's Denny Avdia with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
After a first half where he had just 1 turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Highland against Henderson. Reed a screen on Henderson. Here's Highland, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. So it's Portland now. They trail by 18. Avdia passes to Henderson. Avdia, screen on Highland. Highland against Henderson. Clock at 6. Here's Avdia. Lays it up and banks it in.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
Minnesota leading by 16. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Randall outside. That shot off the mark. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Avdia against DiVincenzo. Henderson, the pass to Grant. Now here's Williams. To the left side wing. Henderson outside. Three-pointer off the mark.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Reed with it. Going inside. And he makes it. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
That's the thing about Reed. I mean, he can put the ball on the floor and make plays.
DiVincenzo against Avdia. Randall pulls down the board. The Timberwolves lead by 18. DiVincenzo finds Randall. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Saving that trip. Nas Reed turning a miss into a bucket.
So it's Portland now. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Randall. And he drains the quick shot. 8 points for Julius Randle. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Portland, no good that time either.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Anderson. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Klingon. Here's Henderson. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Highland.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Outside Reed. From the arc. On target from range.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half. Now 1 in the second.
Oh, they get a hand on it. DiVincenzo with a steal. It's stolen by Henderson. Avdia outside. Outside, Williams. On the wing, Grant. Avdia outside. Williams, a screen on Randall. Shot clock at 5. Looking to end the run. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
The 3, DiVincenzo. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for Portland. Kamara, he's checked in for Williams. Thibault comes in for Grant. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Henderson. Pass to Kamara. Portland moving it around. Avdia, good. 16 points for Denny Avdia.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
You know, I think he's capable of a game like this every time he gets on the floor, but it's still impressive. You got to give him credit. Even though opponents know what he can do on the boards, they weren't able to keep him in check, you know, and the more rebounds he gets, the more amped up he gets.
Man, this is still anyone's series, so the way he has stepped up is crucial, showing that he has what it takes to deliver on the big stage. And it's Avdia off the drive. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Pass to Anderson. Six to shoot. Dosunmu on the wing. 4-3. They get it again. Baron James. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Back to Thibault. Pass to Klingon. Now here's Kamara. The three. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Highland, the pass to Dosunmu. Here's Berenger, guarded by Klingon. Oh, nice shot by Berenger. Berenger's gotten 4 this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Avdia with it. Dosunmu picks him up. Pass to Klingon. And the layup is good off the glass.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Shannon. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
And Minnesota making a change here. Phillips has checked in. Holiday passes to Avdia. And he lays it up and in. Avdia's got 20.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Shannon, covered by Thibault, and stolen by Holiday. Right side Kamara. Pulls it from the corner. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Phillips. Outside, Highland.
2 minutes.
Dosunmu outside. Back to Highland. Over Holiday. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Blazers trail by 19. Pass to Klingon, and there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Off the inbound pass. Jams it home!
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Shannon, covered by Thibault. And the shot goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
They played well, and let's see if they can keep it going into Game 4, an important one for the Timberwolves.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And this is the kind of effort you have to come up with in your quest for an NBA title.
Yeah, this is why they weren't looking ahead to the next series. They've still got a lot of work to do to get there. 2-1 is a nice start, but they cannot let their guard down in Game 4.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Rudy Gobert.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
And here's Portland. They're on a 14-6 run. It's off. There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Shooting from Minnesota, Ayo DeSilva.
Both shots good from the stripe. 40 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Wesley. Oh, he beats him with the reverse. Nice.
At the line from the Trailblazers, Wesley, shooting 1.
Here's Highland. Here's Shannon. Jams it in off the great move.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. And this is a critical win for them. They grab the lead in the series after splitting the first 2 games.
Yeah, Game 3 feels like a Game 7 if the series is tied. It has a huge impact. They're in the driver's seat now as long as they don't lose their focus.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For
the Western Conference Finals, Game 4. The Timberwolves.
It's a tight battle for the Western Cup. Taking a look at Portland. Wow, they're in a precarious spot, aren't they? Down 2-1 in this best of 7.
Yeah, but if they win tonight, it's a whole new series. If they lose, though, they will have dug a huge hole for themselves. So I expect this to be like a Game 7 mindset on the floor. We should see their best.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Reed. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Pass to Thibault. Avdia. Back to Thibault. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's McDaniels. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Holiday against DiVincenzo. Stolen by McDaniel. To Reed. Shot clock at 5. Over Thibault. Reed misses.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Avdia kicks to Thibault. Back to Avdia. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Reed launches it. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Holiday kicks to Thibault. Pass to Kamare. Outside, Avdia. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Avdia's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Outside, Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. And the foul called on Toumani Camara. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Trailblazers. It's a three-point game.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he is going the other way with the basketball.
No shot there. He was left wide open and now adds 3 points from distance.
Oh, here's Edwards. Defended by Thibault. Outside, Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
An already legendary trash talker and fiery competitor. Edwards hungry to win and be an all-time great is after.
Second free throw, no good. For Portland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Avdia finds Klingon. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Holiday, defended by DiVincenzo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Get that out of here. Gobert doing his job to protect the rim.
Dante DiVincenzo, and that's good.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Thibault with the ball. Back to Avdia. Pass to Kamare. Thibault on the wing. Edwards defending. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Thibault. Trailblazers trail by 4. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Portland's head coach. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Kevin?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Thibault on the wing. Edwards defending. Really left alone that. Avdia's got 8 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Mr. Gobert. Avdia up top. McDaniels defending. Holiday the pass to Thibault. For the three. And another three for Portland. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Blazers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Grant's checked in. Clock at 6. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Pass to Kamare. Shoots over McDaniel. Nice defense from McDaniel. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Count the basket.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. They are still stinging from the loss on Thursday.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Well, when you shoot that poorly from deep, the odds of winning get really slim in a hurry.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. Driving to the basket.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And Holiday kicks to Grant. Back to Holiday. Pass to Grant. Shoots over DiVincenzo. No good from Grant. Minnesota leading by 4. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Gobert the pass to Evans. Lets it go with the 3. Here's Gobert. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. He goes on Donovan Clingan. Henderson's checked in for the Trailblazers. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
DiVincenzo against Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Reed with a screen on Avdia. McDaniels. The rebound by Grant. Trailblazers trail by 4. Outside Avdia. Pass to Holiday. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's DiVincenzo. He has 5. Edwards hits to McDaniel. But Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
What body control with a defender right in his face. You can't do it any better than that.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. changes for Minnesota. Randall's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And Bones Highland subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Anderson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Even from over here, you can see that was pretty clear.
For Minnesota, they have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Trailblazers trail by 3. Avdia dishes to Grant. Edwards against Henderson. And he uses the glass on... Henderson's got his second bucket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Randall passes to Highland. Back to Randall. Going by Avdia. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Avdia gets the bucket.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be. For a big game.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Randall outside. 1:11 left here in the first quarter. Anderson with the screen for Randall. Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Anthony Edwards on top. .56 seconds left to play here in the first. Grant finds Henderson. Pass to Krejci. 5 on the clock, and they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
It's Randall with the drive. Outside, Reed. Reed with a screen for Anderson. Over Williams. No good off the front iron.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Grant for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, Grant knocking that shot down, and you see why his coaches are encouraging him to take that.
Picked by Reed. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front as they end the first quarter. What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Final. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up. Whoa!
What a play!
Wow, that is some serious mid-air creativity. Look at Jeremy Grant.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Pass to Highland. Randall with a screen for Highland. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, wow, that is difficult. He goes with the finger roll. What a finish.
Now here's Williams. That one falls. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Highland. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Timberwolves have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line. He's off on the second. Portland leading by 3. In the corner, Henderson with it. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Portland now. Pass to Grant over Randall. No good from Grant. Timberwolves trail by 3. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Grant against DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Henderson pulls it in.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Krejci, no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Now Anderson. And it's Highland in the corner. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Pass to Krejci. Now here's Grant. Defended by DiVincenzo.
And Grant is a fearless competitor. He likes to attack defenses inside and draw contact.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
Now a timeout called by Portland. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he makes the first.
And for Jeremy Grant, what an interesting journey. He's been a go-to guy, a role player, a starter, second team member. I mean, he's done it all.
And Grant drops them both.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Highland against Henderson. Here's Randall. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Here's Beranger. He has yet to score. Shoots. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Grant goes in, and the shot goes down. Grant's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, that was fluid by Grant, and a lot of power behind it as well.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. checked in for Jeremy Grant. Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Bones Highland. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Edwards from downtown. Edwards cashing in from outside.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Williams scanning the floor. Here's Henderson. Gobert with the block. Outside Edwards. No good. Avdia with the defensive effort. Now here's Thibault. D right on him. Releases. The rebound by Dosunmu.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Outside Edwards. Misses the layup.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Kyle Anderson. The Trailblazers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. First one falls for them. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Klingen's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. McDaniels checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical. Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Outside, Avdia. Henderson right side. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that is his third foul of the half. Now they've got to make a tough decision.
Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Dosunmu, the pass to Randall. McDaniels sets a screen for Randall. And here's Edwards. Shoots over Henderson. Rebounded by Kamare.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Avdia. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Timberwolves trail by 5. And here is Dosunmu. Randall a screen on Avdia. And it's good for 2. Dosunmu's got 4 this quarter.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Avdia, the pass to Grant. Avdia with a screen for Grant. There's the triple. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Good on the bucket.
With or without the ball, Randall moves so well for a big.
Portland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
McDaniels outside. Mr. Gobert. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Rudy Gobert is second.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Drew Holiday checked in for Portland. No good from Grant. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pulls up on the wing. Shot by McDaniels. No good. Portland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Grant. Holiday's got 10 points in the game.
got to respect the range of Holiday if you're the D, showing he can hurt you from that area.
Up top, Edwards, guarded by Holiday. Puts it up from 12, and Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Kamara finds Holiday. Pass to Klingon. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And it's an 8-point Portland lead.
Klingon knows how to use that size, both as a screener and a finisher.
Angle outside. Here's Edwards over Holiday. Edwards, that's good. And it's 9 points for Anthony Edwards. Portland leading by 6. Outside, Avdia. Back to Holiday. And he comes up with the deuce.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Minnesota's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside, Edwards. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingon's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Holiday with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
You have the camera on you. Oh, that's nice.
Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 6-point lead. Grant outside. Pulls it from the elbow. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. For the basket, it's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Grant gets a wide open look. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Now here's Dosunmu. Klingon covering. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The free throw drops for Dosunmu. Williams, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Both free throws good from Dosunmu. 1:09 left in the first half. Outside, Avdia. Holiday sets the pick for Avdia. From past the arc, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. Here's McDaniels. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Williams. Holiday. Now Klingon. Guarded by Reed. And it's Klingon with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
He kicks to Edwards. Good on the triple. Edwards got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Timberwolves.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Williams finds Kamara. Back to Williams. From the arc. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Trailblazers lead by 1. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with Chris Finch, and Coach, any adjustment?
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Checking out the circumstance. And that's all for us.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Well, this is what he does when the stage is biggest. He runs to the light.
On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Holiday, and it's Avdia into the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, and nailed 5 of them. Here's Reed. Now here's Gobert. He's tightly guarded. Reed against Holiday. For the lead. Reed misses. The Trailblazers with the lead. Thybulle on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Fires from deep. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Pass to Reed. Fires for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Reeves got his second basket of the night.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Portland. Now Kamara. And here's Avdia. McDaniels defending. Klingon the screen for Holiday. Going inside. A nice shot by Klingon. Klingon's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
DiVincenzo against Holiday. Now here's McDaniel. He's covered closely. Count that bucket.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside, Reeves. No good from outside. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Avdia. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
McDaniels outside. Shoots over Kamara. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Thybulle. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Klingon. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Klingon when he's that close.
McDaniels outside. Pass to Reed. Back to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Score the basket is 8. 8 for 13 from the floor.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Kamara with it. Still scoreless. And that one good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Reed. Now from outside the arc. Edwards knocking down the J.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Right wing. Here's Avdia. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
McDaniels passes to Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Theibel. Edwards, no good. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Highland's checked in. Highland takes it off the glass. Highland's got 5. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Pass to Theibel. Back to Klingon. Holiday against Highland. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Minnesota's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Reed with a screen on Avdia. A nice shot by McDaniels. Trailblazers trail by 3. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Grant's checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. And it's Dosunmu in for McDaniel. Pass to Kamara. Portland moving the ball over. Grant in the post. Randle on him. Clock at 4. And Holiday kicks to Theibel. With the clock winding down. And it's Klingon with the jam.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Pass to Dosunmu. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. So Holiday will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Holiday against Highland. Playing him the screen for Grant. He takes it in. Yep, that one goes in there. Klingen's got 12 in the game.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Highland. Now here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Kamare. Grant on the wing. Outside Holiday. Here's Kamare. The epic counts. Klingen's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Randall. Some solid defense from Grant. Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Klingen. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got his 4th assist in this one.
And when someone as big as Donovan Klingen gets going, he's so hard to stop. Keep feeding the big fella.
Here he goes. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. 12 points for Dosunmu.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Back to Klingen. Holiday looking for an opening. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going.
Here's Beringer. He's covered by Grant. Pass to Highland. Randall outside. Shoots over Klingen. No good from the wing. Trailblazers trail by 3. Stolen by Highland. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And Klingen pulls it down. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So both teams making some changes here. Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. 1:31 left to play in the third. Here's Reed. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Grant for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Grant's got 14 points as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Outside Edwards. And it's Edwards off 3 of his own.
Edwards makes it dueling three-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
Henderson outside. And yes, it's good. He's got 6.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. Left side, Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Grant. He's got 14. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Portland out in front. They lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Timberwolves trail. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Bones Highland is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
Grant with a screen on Highland. Shakes him. And Henderson lays it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? Overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Grant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Avdia. Henderson with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Avdia. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And here is DiVincenzo. A 3-pointer is right on target. DiVincenzo's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Here's Krejci, defended by Dosunmu. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Anderson, he's checked in for Naz Reid. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall outside. Now Dosunmu. Picked by Randall. And he drives in. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Randall, a screen on Henderson. Here's Highland. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Such a confident him, man. He just goes for it.
We've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Checked in for Portland. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gobert, he's checked in for Julius Randle. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Highland. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allen LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Klingon the screen for Grant.
And sometimes the best option is to foul Queen and take your chances sending him to the line.
First free throw is good.
That's the line for your Trailblazers.
And Klingon drops them both. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Timberwolves trail by 6. Anderson the screen. Here's Edwards.
That's as good as it gets. Woo!
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's McDaniels. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Klingon has it in the corner. Grant surveying the D. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
McDaniels outside. Pass to Anderson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Henderson. Shoots the 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Anderson outside. Taken away by Williams. Here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the jam.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
Here's DiVincenzo, and that one drops. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Hits the 3-point bomb. Edwards got 26 points. Henderson against DiVincenzo. Henderson dishes to Grant, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Now, this is a guy the coaches trust. He's so deliberate with the ball in his hands.
Well, that's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Tamani Kamara, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Grant, and it's Drew Holiday in for Henderson. Goes up to the stripe. Edwards can't hit.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And the foul called on Edwards. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Anderson. Here's Thybulle. Holiday with the 3, drills the 3-pointer. Holiday's got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Holiday against DiVincenzo. Here's Reid. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Thybulle the bounce pass. Gobert pulls it in. And Reid has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Left side, Edwards. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Klingon with the block.
And at 7'2", Klingon is a huge shot-blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And here's Holiday. Outside, Avdia. 3-pointer. Carries it from 3-point lane. Avdia's got 23 points.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Vincenzo with it. Reed with a screen on Howard. Out to Edwards. Off target from three-point range.
Good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 for that department.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the first one at the line is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And McDaniels drops them both.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
Outside Holiday. Takes it inside. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Just blitzing the defense. Holiday gets to the hoop before they're able to stop him.
Outside, Reed. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. Edwards got 31.
And what I love about his performance tonight, he started slow, but he refocused at halftime, and he has really picked it up.
Avdia, back to Kamara. Jacks up a 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Edwards against Avdia. Now here's DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. Edwards. He's off from 3. Portland leading by 4. Holiday. Good work there as it goes down.
And he's got it all working for him tonight. Holiday's effort level and energy are off the charts.
Oh, here's Edwards. Defended by Thibault. McDaniels fired. And he does not hit.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the 3.
Here's Holiday. The shot is off.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
From deep. Holiday there for the rebound. And here's Holiday who will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's off target. Timberwolves trail by 6. Cleared away by Avdia. Jacks up a 3. No good. The Timberwolves shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Now DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Thibault. Jumps up. Oh, he jams it in, leaving no room for error.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout, and he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. The Timberwolves making a switch. Randall's checked in. Here is Edwards. Edwards touching inside.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Portland's got 8 shots off from three-point land in mid-half. Here's Holiday. rival. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Edwards looking it over. Edwards bursting inside.
That you can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, he'll head to the line for 2. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
You know, a word you hear a lot around Drew Holiday is underrated. Enough really doesn't get said about his abilities on the floor, how he can affect the game on both ends.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. So the Trailblazers win it. This was a crucial game for them, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Craig. A huge accomplishment.
In this series, I think hinged on who picked up game.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals.